Ali here at mindwavermeditation.com, and today we're going to talk about two different ways to live. One being pessimistic, a life of struggle and suffering, and another, a more optimistic, and how to ride the optimistic wave into a blissful oblivion of peace, tranquility, and equanimity. And look, to those of you who are in the lower suffering realms right now, I totally sympathize, and I'll explain in this video how I realized I was living in that existence and how I pulled myself out of it, and furthermore, how I stayed out of it. That's the true gem in here. So join me on the other side, and I look forward to sharing with you these simple tools. All right, let's get straight to it. This is a simple video, and I really want you to come away from this video feeling better about the day ahead, or tomorrow, or the week ahead, or whatever you want. There is plenty of ways to pull yourself out of the doom and gloom, the overthinking, the excess suffering of reality of living. And it really starts with a choice. Now, I'm going to break this down to get really crystal clear with you on this one. There's really, when it comes down to it, when we're privileged enough to own technology like this and, have access to the internet and all of this, knowledge out there, when we are from a privileged state, just to cover my tracks, we are open to a world of information that can help us. So we really have no excuses left. And this is where it gets good. There seems to be two ways of living. I've spent long enough on both sides to realize what happens, generally speaking, to all of us. We either live a really pessimistic outlook on life, where we're suffering, we're struggling, everything's doom and gloom, internally, externally, collectively, and we're powerless. We feel powerless to making great change on any level. And why do we think that? Because life is hard and it's a struggle. We see memes and signs saying embrace love and think positively and stuff like that, and it gets us angry and makes us more mad and more resentful at happy people. And I get it. I've been that person, and so I understand it, and that's why I feel like I have this gift to give people, which is I know what it's like being on that side, because I was on that side for so long, and I understand it well. I understand the comfort it brings you. Misery loves company. I get it. I totally get it. And so what I did was I was suffering with dyslexia, and I was struggling all the way through school, and every job I had was a struggle. People would think, using tills. I couldn't use tills. I couldn't add up. I was put on the spot trying to serve people, and had the boss, micromanaging me and thinking I was stupid. And to be fair, I wasn't that great. I had a really big smile. I was really good with customers, and I was a good people person. But as an employee, there was points when even I was like, oh God, I wouldn't even employ me. This is embarrassing. So I had all that, and the way I got through that was to drink, get high, get stoned, and just suppress all my feelings. And of course, that never ends too pretty if you get too deep into that stuff. And I found that out firsthand, that, I got addicted to plenty of things, and I just went all the way down to the bottom, and then found some lower levels, and it was just really difficult to break out of that. So what I did was I decided that no matter what, I was going to commit to breaking free from these low realms. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going. I knew I could do a few different things, but I didn't particularly love any one thing. I was just committed to breaking out of this. And again, I didn't know how. I was just aware enough to know what was good and what wasn't good. So the daily drinking, I knew wasn't good. And I knew that sobriety, or even learning to balance my drinking this and drinking that and doing this and that. Just to balance it out would have been a start. So I dived into yoga, meditation, positive thinking. I read hundreds of books on self-improvement, self-care, what do we call it? Self-help. Especially even when it wasn't like, now it's kind of like it's okay, but back then it was kind of uncool to read self-help books. I read them, I didn't tell anyone I was reading them, or I tried to anyway. And little by little, I found pockets of joy. I found moments of bliss for extended periods of time. There you go. And it floored me, especially when I was feeling so negative, pessimistic, and God, forget this world and all the rest of it, all those dark thoughts. I couldn't help but notice when I forced myself to do yoga, to meditate, to read, to eat clean foods. Oh man, like not the fried, fatty stuff, just the things that I knew were good for me, even though they didn't taste as fun. I couldn't help but notice that when I started doing this stuff regularly, going to the gym, going for a swim, going for a walk in nature, whatever, begrudgingly doing all this stuff, by the way, I felt better. And I felt better for longer. And that made me do this. It was almost like a look of, shit, I can't really deny that this is working, that kind of face, like almost like a, damn it, the hippies were right, that was my face. But at the end of the day, I felt better, I felt lighter. I felt like I was more in tune with who I was under all the kind of BS noise that I had up there. And that felt undeniably amazing. And what I realized from studying all this stuff even further and further was I was reprogramming myself for self-belief, for health, for wealth, for just all of the rest of it. I couldn't stop doing it then because it felt good. I was feeling better. I was thinking better. I was starting to think, actually, maybe I could achieve some things, and maybe I don't want to be serving people in a pub. And not that there's anything wrong with that. We need all of those people. I started realizing there was something bigger to my life than just even getting better. When you start getting better, that's all you want to do when you're not doing great. You just want to be better or healthier or wealthier, or you want to be in the right relationship, or you want that promotion that you think you could deserve, or whatever it is, whatever that thing is. Once you feel better, you start to go, well, hang on a second. I've got through something that I never thought I'd get through. What else is out there for me? What else could I achieve? And what we're doing is we're reprogramming ourselves. And the key is, when we reprogram ourselves enough to feel joy in the day, long periods of bliss and hope, we start to trust the journey. We start to think, oh, actually, this is working. This isn't just like, oh, think positively, get over yourself, pull yourself out of it. It's more than that. We know that it works. This brings me to the other way of living. Once I started to really feel a difference and feel that things were working, I realized pretty quickly that this stuff works. If you meditate, you do yoga, you eat clean, you read positive stuff, you learn to laugh, you learn to love yourself, you learn to look in the mirror and go, I love you, I forgive you, I'm here for you. Even all this stuff that you just never do. I wasn't that guy. I'm still not a mirror guy. But it works. It works. And when you start to notice that and realize that and believe that and think, okay, I'm on this earth for X amount of time. Do I really want to be pessimistic, not help the collective consciousness by feeling down and moody and depressed and just spreading gossip and hate and suffering? Or do I trust, because of that guy on the internet and other people have said it to me before, fake it till you make it. believe in yourself before you even believe in yourself. Decide to override your negative limiting beliefs and decide that you trust this guy and the other people that have said the same enough to go, okay, I'm just going to give it a whirl. I'm just going to do it even if I don't yet believe it. When you start to see the progress and you start to feel the progress, that's normally around the time when other people see it in you too and go, hey, well, you look different, or you sound different, or you what have you been doing? And you go, oh, no, I've kind of been looking after myself a little bit better. Oh, you look really good. You look, oh, do I? Oh, pumped you up a bit. A higher vibration. And let me put it like this. When you're doing drugs and you're living in the kind of lower realms of existence, you hang around with other people that are doing drugs and are in the lower realms of existence. And that's the same for people that are negative. If you're a negative person, you'll attract negative people because you need each other to bounce off each other. And when you raise your vibration and you live from a different frequency, what are we talking about? We're talking about living from a state of love, joy, gratitude, and appreciation. If that's all a bit like to you, then all I'm really saying is tune in to your heart. Just feel literally your heart and that feeling that comes from it: love, joy, gratitude, and appreciation. When you live from that place, when you think thoughts from that place, when gossip comes up and you have that kind of, doesn't feel right to say that bad thing about that person, or steal that thing, or spread rumors or whatever, you realize that we're talking about frequencies. Everything is energy. Everything is energy and matter and vibration. That's what everything is. We're talking facts. That's what everything is. And we are no different. We don't get taught this stuff at school because it's a bit too high concept for a little kid. You've got maths, and then you've got quantum mechanics and positive thinking. That'd be great. But it really is really simple when you think about it. When you live, breathe, think, and experience life from a place of love, gratitude, joy, and appreciation, then you attract other people that are also living from love, joy, appreciation, and gratitude. You attract better opportunities. You start to expect better outcomes. So this is the key. Start deciding to choose love, joy, gratitude, and appreciation, even if you feel crap, even if you are not feeling all of these things. Decide up here to override that mind and live from this space, and just see what happens in your day, even if you don't feel like it. What we have to do is override the system and do it enough, regularly, consistently, to reprogram the mind, the subconscious mind. When we do that, things change. Start to expect great conversations, great relationships, great opportunities, great everything. Decide to expect greatness. Decide to think of positive what ifs. What if this does work out? What if I do meet that person? What if I do get that job? What happens if I do get that money to help me do that thing? All we have to do is do the things that you know you should be doing. Should be doing. Meditation, walking in nature, yoga, thinking positively, eating healthily. Create action in that mindset. Just one little small thing. Get up earlier. Make that phone call to that person that you've been whatever it is. Consistent daily effort towards the good stuff. And expect all of the great things that are going to come your way. So as of right now, decide to live a high vibrational experience of life. Look at this face. Right now, I'm really tired. It's a Sunday, my day off, and I'm getting ready for the week. I've just got over 1 week. I'm working overtime, doing loads of things, got loads of things going on, and my body is tired. And I've committed to doing these videos because I know from the lovely replies I get that some people love them and it's been helping them get through their day. So for me to take a little walk in nature, get a bit of fresh air, and give just a bit of this, ooh, I'm that tired I'm falling over. It takes no effort at all. And to force myself to put this smile on and feel love and feel joy, feel gratitude for getting to talk to you and the appreciation of nature, no effort at all. I've put enough work in, all the books I've read, all the things I've studied, just to be present with you right now and talk freely. So this is what I can do with no effort. Just takes its commitment. I'm showing up, putting the camera on, taking a moment to just share some stuff with the intention that you will take it on and something will change. And after I finish this video, I'm going to stay in this vibration. And when I say vibration, just here, I'm just going to stay here. So I want you to try it today, and down below I've got some videos on self-talk. Start there. It's life-changing. You can break free from this mold of being in these lower vibrational frequencies. And I know it to be true because I've done it, and I've helped many, many people do the same. It's just an idea, a choice, a commitment, daily action. And look, my daily action is this: going for a walk, having a chat with you. Small amount of effort, massive reward. So I'll see you on the next one. Keep being amazing, keep smiling, keep tuning into the heart, and big love.